And it sucks again. The moment you think that this TV show has finally found its tempo and it is going a bit better, something like this happens, something like episode 7 happens. And we are back to watching more than 1 hour worth of an episode with nothing happening in it. Thank you for clicking on my channel. Welcome to the Real Movie Podcast. Today I want to talk about Lord of the Rings episode 7. We saw that an active volcano erupted and the ashes that were dusted off hot lava and volcano, it is Mount freaking Doom. Nothing happened to any of them. It just blew some houses away, and you know what killed people? It wasn't the hot ashes, it was the fallen houses. It wasn't the temperature of that hot ash, it was the buildings. The last episode was focused, it was about only 2 stories that were clashed into one. In this one as well, we follow that story. So this volcano erupts, we see the creation of Mount Doom and Mordor. Mount Doom activates and it doesn't do anything, doesn't kill anyone, it just casts a big shadow through the Southlands, which is now called Mordor. And the only thing that happens with this storyline, first of all, any of the main characters are hurt except the queen who lost her eyes, can't see anymore, but no other main character were hurt. Halbrand, he was a bit wounded, but you know, this eruption of volcano actually was good for Bronwyn because it seems like it did heal her wounds faster. So the whole storyline of this group is that the Queen Regent, quote unquote, wants to go back to Numenor and return with more troops, and that's it. That's the whole story. In this episode we see the other 2 stories that we didn't watch, we didn't follow in the previous episodes, and it looks like nothing happens to them in that time. Elrond and Durin want to talk to King Durin so he can allow the elf to use Mithril, but the king says no. And Durin, the son, is angry and Elrond has to go back without Mithril. And that's it, that's the whole thing. That's the whole storyline of this character. They have literally the worst dialogues and bromance ever. It just doesn't land in any level. It is so cheesy. You know why is it cheesy? Because the show takes itself too seriously and it doesn't even have good jokes in it. Nothing happens actually. When they want to make a joke or make something dramatic, it just lays flat. It's like nothing happened. It's actually weird, but I do see myself at fault here. But I didn't realize how bad the actors were in this TV show now that I think about it. This episode that I saw, I noticed how bad the actors are, especially Galadriel. She doesn't have any face expressions. Her face only has one look. That's it. Even when she cries in this episode, her face doesn't change. It is like she's the representative of a Botox company. I talked about Elrond, now let's talk about Harfoots, Hobbits. I don't care when we will call them Hobbits. Anyways, we see that they finally arrive to their destination. The land is dry. The weird witch guy does something with a tree. He almost kills someone. The people of the village are scared now and he has to run off. The next day, we see that, okay, what he did, it might have looked scary, but it actually made the trees to grow some apples on them. And at night, we see the Slim Shady Eminem is back with her crew. She is just the most cartoonishly villain of all. She just sets fire without talking to anyone. She just sets fire to some houses. That is the logic. How is it possible? Where do these guys find these villains? How do they write these villains? So superficial, so stupid. She just sets something on fire and then she leaves. That's it. The next day, Nori and 3 other Harfoots, they go to find that weird witch guy. And that's the whole story with them as well. You know, last episode I was a bit hopeful that this might work, it could be good, but unfortunately when I watched this one, everything shattered to glass. And yeah, that's it. Tell me, what did you think about Lord of the Rings presents The Rings of Power episode 7? And as always, if you have anything to say and add, comment down below and let me know. I forgot to say this wasn't a spoiler review, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it. As always, thanks. Bye.